Yeah, right. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm sorry if there's an echo in this room. I'm moving furniture around in this room and it's very empty and very cold, and I'm wearing a mermaid tail right now with my 6-year-old daughters. But no one's home right now, so I wanted to take a little minute and share about my intermittent fasting journey. I've had a few people ask me kind of what it is and are curious about it, and I've had a few friends that have tried it and seen great results as well. So yeah, I am in love with it. It has been so beneficial in so many ways. I shared in my last video that I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, and I've been able to do that and keep it off for, see, I started in January, so it's been about 9 months total. And I have never been able to do something like that before. I was always that type that would be like super pumped, super motivated for an event of some sort, so some short-term goal, and then I would fall off. So this has allowed me to reach my goal, keep it, and make it a lifestyle. So if you have been curious about intermittent fasting and just kind of want to hear like the ins and outs and maybe a few little tips to get started, then just keep watching. All right, so a little bit of information about what intermittent fasting is. First off, I am not a health coach. I had watched a video from a health coach and who had been singing the praises of intermittent fasting. So I'm gonna give the best definition that I can of it. But basically, the difference between intermittent fasting and a diet is that a diet focuses on what to eat, where intermittent fasting focuses on when you eat. So it's an intentional time that you eat, and then a certain period of time that you are in a fasted state, so you're not taking in any calories during that time. So that's pretty much all it is. There are so many different methods that you can do, but it's just that extending that period of time that you don't take in calories so your body can use fat for fuel. So that's basically what it is. I had heard about it for a really long time before I had started it. But honestly, I just never thought that I could go an extended period of time, like right off the bat. And so I didn't. And I think that that's something that really actually helped me and was an advantage for me, is that I did not go all in when I started. There's a few methods that you can do. There's a 5-2 method I know of, and then I did the 16-8. So I did not start that way though. I started very small. So I was always that late night snacker, and that was the hardest thing to give up. So I gave myself a goal to not eat anything after 7 o'clock. And that was the biggest hurdle to get over. And I did that for about a week, and then I did 6:30. And then when I woke up in the morning, I pushed that to 8 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, until I got to that full 16 hours. And I can tell you that it gets so much easier the more that you do it. It's crazy, for me at least. My brain would kind of tell me like, okay, it's time to eat. This is when you normally eat. Hello, this is our routine. And I'd be like, okay, I'm so hungry. And if I could just push that past that little like barrier, it would get easier. And eventually I got to the point where I would hit that 16-hour mark and I'd be like, oh yeah, I have to eat now. I would forget about it. So it gets so much easier. I had talked to one of our employees. My husband and I own a dance studio, and he had done intermittent fasting. And he was like, stick with it gets so much easier. And yeah, it really, really does. I don't know what kind of psychological thing that is, but it does get so much easier. So start small. Don't feel like you have to go head first and do 7 days a week and a full 16 hours. Start slow and you're gonna see great results. So my biggest setback in my mind when I even considered fasting even one day was coffee. I love coffee so much. I just feel like if you're a mom, you're like, it goes hand in hand. You drink coffee, right? You're such as me. But I drink a lot of cream in my coffee and a lot of sugar. And so the idea of drinking black coffee sounded like hell. I could not. I told my husband, I was like, I would rather drink my grandfather's cigarette ashtray. Like, no, that is so disgusting. And slowly but surely, even before I started intermittent fasting, I had to like mentally prepare myself, like, okay, I'm gonna drink black coffee, I'm gonna try. Again, starting small, I just inched my way to less and less cream. I had to wean myself off like a freaking baby. That was the hardest thing for me, to be honest. So I'm sharing that just in case you can't even fathom the idea of having black coffee or giving up coffee. It's amazing what we get used to, and now when I drink coffee that has a ton of cream, I'm like, oh my God, it's too sweet, I can't do it. So you can do it 100%. You just have to be driven enough to try and start small. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Black coffee, you have to drink black tea in the morning. If you drink tea, the best thing to do is just drink a lot of water, because our bodies can confuse dehydration with actually being hungry. So make sure that you're taking in a lot of water. Oh, protein. Eat a lot of protein. I don't know, I've never been a vegetarian, but I'm sure there's protein options for you if you are. You are going a long time without taking in any calories. So if you, during the time, are only taking in like empty carbs and not fueling your body with good things, then you're gonna be really hungry and your body's gonna tell you that it needs more than it really, really does. So make sure you're getting in a lot of protein so that can keep you fuller longer, so you can get to your next eating window the next day. I know I'm like hunching right now. Okay, so my shirt's coming down too. Okay, weird thing that helped me when I would get to the point that I was normally eating and my brain was telling me like, you need to eat now, and I wanted to push it a little bit longer, is I would chew gum. I am obsessed with cinnamon gum, so I would just pop some gum in and try to wait a little bit longer, and I feel like it really helped. I honestly feel like my mouth just gets bored sometimes, and it just needs a little bit of entertainment. So gum really helped me. Maybe for you, it's drinking, you know, warm drinks, so maybe coffee or tea, and staying very, very hydrated, or mints for you. If you're hanging out around your pantry and that's a trigger for you, and maybe you just need to keep yourself very busy during the times that you're fasting so you're not near food, that's gonna really help. Another thing that I really had to think about was making breakfast for my kids and my husband in the morning. I had to communicate with him and be like, okay, I love you, I can't make you breakfast for like the next week while I'm getting used to this. And he would make breakfast for the kids, so I had to communicate with him, and I kind of had to learn the things that were hard for me, because I'm not gonna lie, making him pancakes and eggs and sausage, everything first thing, even though I'm not like I need to eat breakfast first thing when I wake up type of person, it's hard when you're cooking all that like really, really great food. So really study kind of like what makes it easier for you so you're not torturing yourself the whole way through. But yeah, just figure out what works for you. You don't have to do any kind of method or any kind of timeline. To be honest, I had no clue what methods there really were. I was just trying to do as long as I could to fast and have an eating window. And you can do it one day a week. You can do twice a week. You can do it every other week. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You know, there's a lot of websites out there and everything that can give you more tips, but I kind of just wanted to share more of the things that made it easier for me. So if I forget anything, I'll leave it in the description box down below. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments. And yeah, subscribe to this channel. I have a few ideas for a few new videos that I'm really excited about, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.